Hello there, Instagram and Facebook land. Hi there. Welcome to this week's episode of Surviving His Sex Addiction and Betrayal. I am Jenny Rochelle. I'm your host of this weekly live show. And I'm a betrayal trauma specialist. What does that mean? I'm a life coach and a spiritual director, and I've been trained and continue and will always be being trained to work with women who've discovered that their husband or boyfriend is a sex addict and has betrayed them. So, I'm also a grad student. I talk about this a lot, but I am working on a master's in spiritual formation at the Episcopal Seminary here in Austin. And school classes started for me this week, and it's going to be a big push this year because I also have all these kids at home who are going back to school starting on Tuesday of this week. Finally, here in Austin, our kids are going, of course, not back to school. It's going to be online, figuring out how to navigate all of that. But try not to think about it too much because it's a lot. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, you're not alone. You're not alone, okay? You're not alone in feeling overwhelmed. But what I really want to talk about, hi Jennifer. I just want to talk about, I'm already lit up, this week by what I know that I'm going to learn and be able to share with you about healing from trauma. I have a class this semester that is called Trauma Theology and the Lived Experience, and it's taught by this amazing woman, and I'm so excited to be working with, and I know I'm going to be learning even more that I can bring here and share with you and help you on your path. And sort of like my big takeaway this week was, relationships and trust are how we heal. So I'm going to say that again. Relationships and trust are how you heal. And I know after discovery that you really struggle to trust anyone or anything right now. And, partners sit with this kind of existential trauma of who I am. Everything I thought to be true is not true anymore, or like all these other lies are going on in the background. And so how do I sit with that? How do I trust again? How do I trust my husband again? How do I trust me again? How do I trust anybody again? Like, it shakes you to your core in a way that I cannot overstate how much it changes who you are when you go through this experience. And so, what's why I come on here though almost every week, and I'm talking about group coaching, and I'm talking about sisterhood, and I'm talking about community. And it's because in that one word that that one sentence rather, that my professor said this week was yes, yes, yes. That's why it's so important. Relationships and trust are how you heal. That's why you need community. You need sisters who are on the same path as you, and to be able to connect and share your story. And it's also because you're surrounded by people right now, or with your husband, and you don't know if you can trust him, and probably you don't know that you can trust yourself, because you're like, I didn't see all this stuff going on all these years. How can I trust me again? And so, you need relationships that are safe, where you can learn to trust again. So that's why sisterhood and community is so important in this process. I think it is paramount. If I had to pick one thing to say that I would want you to do, it would be to have a community of other partners who are going through what you're going through. And so I talk a lot about group coaching, but what I don't come on here and talk about very much is I also have a private Facebook group. It's totally free. It's called Women in the Desert. I linked this show to that group for the first time. I think hopefully that worked. It's called Women in the Desert. So it is a private group, but you can connect with me and I can connect you with it. But I urge you, it's an easy kind of first step to get out there. So it's private. No one else can see who's in it. No one else can see what gets posted. And it's just all ladies. And there's a questionnaire, and so it's safe, and I connect with everyone when they come in to make sure that there's no people coming in who shouldn't be coming in, and it's just a way to see other women sharing what's going on with them, and to start to build that trust, to start to open up, to start to allow yourself to be a little bit more vulnerable, because that's how you heal, is like being vulnerable, opening up a little bit, and seeing that there's still safety in the world, seeing that there are still people that you can trust, seeing that you can still trust yourself to make good decisions. And I just want you to know you can trust yourself. And I'm like, this is one of these moments. You can trust yourself. Okay? This is not your fault. You didn't ask for this. You couldn't have done anything differently. You can still trust yourself, and you can still trust other people. There are safe people. And that's one of the things we talk about, is like, how do you know if someone is safe? So anyway, all that to say, like, Women in the Desert, private Facebook group just for women who have discovered, just for women who are partners or ex-partners or sex addicts. And there's a good mix of both. So anyway, I hope you'll connect. I hope there's really going to be some button somewhere that you'll be able to click and join. There'll be a few questions for you to fill out, and then I will look at it and I will let you in, and you'll get some community. You'll start to get some of those relationships that you need, so that you can learn to trust and heal again. All right, that's it for today. I'm sure I will have more cool things to talk about. I actually do have other cool things to talk about, but I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it for later, about the cyclical nature of trauma and why you go between having intrusive thoughts and not thinking about it at all. There's a reason. You're a normal girl. That's why. All right. Love you all to the moon and back. Women in the Desert. Check it out. Join us. Join us in this beloved community. We want to walk on the path with you.